Let's begin with the first question.
How does a person step out of their old beliefs?
Human's journey on this planet is one of shedding. Shedding from the moment you shed your mother's body and you come forth into this dimension and timeline. You spend your lives stepping into and shedding the present moment. With every present moment, there is the ability to step into a new understanding, a new dimension, a new timeline, a new energy. The only limiting thing around that is the limiting momentum beliefs that you have. This is certainly a theme that we are bringing through very often these days through this channel, that you can be in the present moment and release all of the momentum that has brought you to this point. You do not need to release the memories of past events, past beliefs, past thoughts, past ruminations. All of those things do not need to be forgotten. They can be looked on with a sense of love and appreciation for the steps along your path that it has created. There are certainly no accidents in this world, in this lifetime, in this energetic moment. There are no accidents. Everything is working exactly the way it is supposed to in each individual who is listening to these words in this moment. They will speak a bit of a different message, and that is exactly as it is intended. So you ask, how do you step out of past beliefs? By finding new ones. We would say to you that the yearning and the pulling that so many are feeling as the energy of Mother Earth is changing, and there is a drawing forward. Many individuals are feeling the sense of something more, something missing, the next thing. This is part of the thread of that energetic change on the planet. And you are right to ask the question, dear one, because a letting go does not mean you have to forget. You can also value it and appreciate it. To answer, how do you release it? You do not release it through scorn or judgment. You release it by embracing it, embracing all that it was for you at that time. And for many, it might be that it was a springboard forward. For some, there were great years of living and happily loving and practicing these various beliefs. All of that is perfect. All of that is correct. We show this one again, the vision of all the different kinds of prayers that can go forth from so many different procedures and techniques and such as that. None of them are not heard. They are all heard. The energy of them, as they come forth from the individual, is creating what is going to come back. So when the individual is sitting in the love of their external entity that they see as something that's outside of themselves, it is still love. and it has that frequency that will carry love. When Jeannie and Kelly discussed faith last time and talked about sitting in the present moment with that unshakable faith that God, be it however it was seen within the individual, was taking care of the child, taking care of the loved one in whatever way. Sit with that a minute, dear ones, and think about what that is. It is having that knowing. It is sitting in the present moment with the knowing that the outcome that you want is going to happen because God loves you. The only difference now is that God is not out here. God is within. You are the one creating that care of that child with your focus and your intention. So embrace every step along your journey. Love and appreciate the limitations that you learned to let go of and come forward out of. Do not see them as a negative. See them as but a pebble on the beautiful road of your journey, because that is exactly what it is. Just a change of perspective. Just a change of perspective. There is no wrong. It, as Sylvia spoke about the Bashar teaching and having that perspective of that it doesn't have any effect, that is exactly the way to look at those old beliefs. Bless them on their journey. Bless those beliefs. Bless those knowings. They served you during the time that they served you in whatever way they did. Thank them and allow them. And when you see those that are practicing things like them, bless them on their journey and know that they are exactly correct for themselves in this moment. There is no need to jump over anything. There is no need. There should be no gnashing of teeth and being upset and thrashing about because, oh, I lived those years believing that way. You lived beautiful, good years. Steps on your journey. Do not look back with the judgment. The judgment is the old timeline. Complete acceptance, complete allowing, complete neutral observation is the new timeline. Do you have something more?
Thank you. So, if someone has let go of their own beliefs, we also have a phrase here that we talk about coming out of the closet. And that tells people something new about you that maybe they didn't know that maybe you're hiding. So, we are wondering how a person would come out of whatever closet they're in because of their own fears or beliefs around it. How do people come out and share the new person that they are?
For as many humans or individuals that are on such a journey, there would be a bit of a different path, we would say. There is no right or wrong way of doing any of it. And quite frankly, there is no need to share it if it makes you feel uncomfortable. The old paradigm, Kelly used to speak of witnessing. She was trained from a young girl that if she loved Jesus and she loved God, then she would be out in the world trying to convert all to her way of thinking, because there was only one way, and this was the right way. And we know now, all of you who are listening to this know that that is not the truth for you in this moment. That might have been the truth for you then, and it might be the truth for others now. But it is about letting go of that dogmatic belief that if you feel it completely and you feel the love and the expansion and the beauty and the wonder that these new knowings bring into your life, if you feel all of that, then you are somehow less than if you don't shout it from the rooftops. That there is some being on high that's waiting for you to proclaim it to the all, when there is no such being and there's no such need of proclamation. When you feel drawn, when it feels exciting to share, when you feel those nudges that this is the right time, that is when you share. What do you want to create? Yes, it is okay to speak it. This is Jacob speaking at this time. The shared guide between this group. Step back. That is right, dear one. Just step back and let the energy and the conversation flow. You do not want to use fear and worry as your motivation to come out of any closet. You want to use that beautiful timing, that beautiful knowing in your heart that this is the right time to share this. It will unfold in the same way that it unfolded when you shared about being a medium with your husband. And he is going to, in his same way of complete and total love for you, he will just take it in his stride. You know that as well as we do. So to bring it back to the question at large, we would just say this to all of you. Every path is unique. Every path has its own unfolding. The word agenda come to Kelly's mind, and we quickly pushed that away. There is not an agenda. There is a moment by moment unfolding, which we would bring the last question back a wee bit into this moment. How do you step out of prior beliefs? By feeling the present moment and letting it unfold. How do you step out of the closet of a hidden aspect of yourself that you feel somehow that you're less than because you're not sharing it? You wait until the energy is that feeling of you just want to share it. It's exciting and it's maybe a little nerve-wracking, but you're just so full of the knowing and the clarity and the love that you want to share it. That is how you know. When you're unsure of your footing, that is not when you share. We show this one, the thought, the pixie dust, as she calls it, when many things come very quickly, about her book. We show her that in this moment because it's the same way. She wanted to pick up her writing at last June when the light language came through, but she was so far from having her clarity in place and her knowing in place. She would have been very shaken by any kind of external disagreement with her ideas. And now she knows, and she's in that beautiful energy of just clarity that if people don't resonate, they don't resonate, and that is absolutely okay. She would not have resonated with this knowing a year ago, or even a month ago, quite frankly. And now we're able to bring these through because she's got that level of energetic clarity. So do not feel pushed by external forces. Allow, when it's just so wonderful that you just can't hold it back, and feel the nudges around who you share with.